Chris, I got something for you here, man. We haven't dusted this off in a while. Tell me why Matthew Stafford is better.
I knew it's going.
Is better than JT Daniels, dude.
Oh, 100%. Matt Stafford, number one rated high school quarterback, number one overall taken in the draft, is the best Georgia quarterback to ever come through there. To throw out the Super Bowl, bro, with the Rams. You're trying to tell me J2 Daniels, where's he at now, Christian? Can you even answer that?
He's at Rice.
How's that working out for you?
Hey, bro, I'm just saying
He's
could
better
be
than Matt Stafford?
He could go down as one of the greatest single-season Rice quarterbacks in history. my argument with you on this. My argument with you on this.
I can't even fucking do this,
dude. My argument, Chris, on this is. Hold on one second. I got to go all the way back up here. My argument with you on this, Chris.
There's no argument.
There is an argument, though. Listen to me.
For you?
Well, okay, listen. I'm just saying, if you would have put JT Daniels, right, in whatever era, you put him back into when Stafford played, right? You see what Daniels was. I mean, the kid could throw it. The kid had a great arm. Stafford has a great arm. I'm not disagreeing with you, right? Think about this, right? Would you or would you not agree? Athletes, when you were growing up, are a lot different than the athletes now.
Yes and no.
All right, go ahead. I mean, I'm not talking about like the Bo Jacksons or the Herschel Walkers or the Tommy Frazier's or some of these guys like that, right?
Trying to make a point that JT Daniels is more talented. Are you trying to talk arm talent than Matt Stafford?
Yes. I'm just saying, dude, put JT Daniels on those teams.
Get the fuck out here with that take. Matt Stafford was the number one overall high school recruit. You guys landed him. I can't believe I'm making a case for Georgia, man. He was great there. He didn't win it all. I know that 9-win seasons. I get that. He was the number one overall pick in the NFL draft. And he was great. If he didn't go to the freaking Lions, this guy would probably have he'd probably have another Super Bowl somewhere else. Goes to the Rams the first year, Christian. I don't have to break this down for you. You're no dummy. Well, you might be a dummy, but I mean, what the hell are we talking about right now? JT Daniels, the guy that can't stay on one team for 1 year, is more talented than Matt. Post this on YouTube. Make this a short, please. IE Boy makes comment that JT Daniels is more talented than Matt Stafford. Right there. Write it down.
Okay. All right, hold on one second, bro, because I'm going to tell you this right now. All I'm saying is when Stafford played, it was a very different era, right? So Stafford, I'm just saying, I think Daniels could make some of the same throws, if not more of them, right? Like you're sitting here trying to tell me you're basing this off of what he did in the NFL. If you put Stafford, if you put Matt, yes, you are. You're just trying to okay.
No, hey.
Chris, your mic's not connected, brother. Nope, can't hear it.
Oh, can't. All right. Sorry, no, now you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yeah, sorry, hit the mute button now if I'm beating the shit out of my mic because you're not listening to me. Why is he on 5 different fucking college teams, dude?
Oh, well, I'm just saying the talent. We're talking about talent, son. I'm not talking about... Look, there's a lot of mental shit that goes on when you play quarterback. That's why he's transferred so many times. Now, hold on one second. We're gonna pull this up here. I'm doing this blind. I'm saying from an arm talent, bro.
But are you going to say the same thing about Justin Fields?
I mean, Fields has a good arm, but he's more of an elite. Like he's a better athlete, though, man. Like would I say Trevor Lawrence, though? Right? Like would I say Trevor Lawrence over Matt Stafford? Yes.
What?
Okay, as a prospect? You're telling me right now you put Trevor Lawrence won a national championship his freshman year at Clemson.
On a loaded Clemson team.
Georgia was pretty damn loaded too at that time.
Matt Stafford on that team.
Okay.
It's Trevor Lawrence. This is why me and you are never going to see eye to eye, dude, because you can't get over the fact that Matt Stafford was a crazy good quarterback for your team, by the way. I'm making a case for the Georgia man here, who is the Georgia man off to my left, and can't seem to accept it, is talking about Trevor Lawrence and JT Daniels, who can't even find himself on a fucking college roster year after year, trying to tell me his better arm talent. Matt Stafford could throw the ball a freaking mile and wins the Super Bowl in the NFL. If he didn't play for the freaking Lions,
okay, but you're bringing the NFL side of it into it, bro.
We'll talk about Trevor Lawrence. He won a playoff game last year. They were down 20. I think Trevor Lawrence is a crazy. I got his auto right up here on this freaking wall. I do. I think Trevor Lawrence is awesome, but he is not until he reaches a level of Matt Stafford. And Trevor Lawrence has all the intangibles to be great. He hadn't proven it yet. But you're trying to tell me JT Daniels how this conversation started? JT Daniels, bro? I can't. Look at that. Look at that. Look at it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
What are you seeing? A guy who's played 18 years?
I'm looking at it. No, I'm looking at this as it says West Virginia, but he's definitely not at West Virginia, dude. He's at Rice. Trust me. Yeah, he's Rice.
Not Rice. He's on his fourth fucking team.
Right. Okay. All right. You might have a good point. He's on his fourth team, and I'm not saying he's bad, dude.
He's not any good. He's not any good.
Chris, the guy was undefeated at Georgia.
Oh my God.
Were you gonna tell me they were loaded there too?
Oh, because he's undefeated all of a sudden? How many games did he play at Georgia that he was undefeated, Christian?
Okay, Chris, let me ask you a question. If you put, all right, hypothetically speaking, if you put Taylor Martinez on a 90s Cornhuskers team as the starting quarterback over, like, I don't know.
They don't win national titles. Hell no. Freaking no.
I disagree.
So you're trying to tell me, whoa. I hope this goes on YouTube. Yeah, I'm getting fired up now. You're trying to tell me Taylor Martinez is as good as Eric Crouch, Tommy Frazier, Brooke Barrier, who was our backup, who was awesome. You're trying to tell me he's better than those guys? Scott
Okay, so Eric Crouch after college, didn't he convert to a wide receiver? Because he was an elite athlete, right?
Quarterback, and he couldn't accept it in the NFL with the Packers. They wanted to make him a kick return. He was actually wanted by the Rams, who won a Super Bowl by the way that year with the Rams, Kurt Warner, and the greatest show on turf team. But he wanted to be a quarterback. Obviously, we know he wasn't a quarterback. He wasn't even really could throw the ball at Nebraska. He was just an athlete back there. Guy holds one of the fastest 40 times here.
So, but can you not agree that Taylor Martinez had a better arm? And I mean,
no, he was an idiot. The guy couldn't throw the ball. He threw the ball to the wrong team every time. Hell no. What are you talking about here? It's like the same. You're trying to tell me. Post this on YouTube. You think that Taylor Martinez is throwing on the same team with
No. I'm just saying. Okay, you can't. All right. Yeah, he won a Heisman, but if you would have put Eric Crouch, right? If you would have put Eric Crouch in today's, like when Taylor Martinez played, right, in that style, the triple option was being phased out, Chris.
Still would have been better.
I'm just saying, Taylor Martinez was a good athlete, though, dude. Okay, I mean, he was a. All right, go ahead.
I'm losing my shit here. You're trying to tell me that You're trying to tell me that in your argument to start the show, this segment off, that JT Daniels is now better than Matt Stafford?
Yes.
That's what you're trying. Oh my God.
Okay, but we have to put context on it. We have to put context on it, right?
Put all the context and rubbers and latex you want on it. JT Daniels is never going to be Matt Stafford. He's on his 5th or 6th team of college football, and you're trying to tell me a guy that was drafted number 1 overall by the Lions and won a Super Bowl when he finally got on the dumpster fire Detroit team because he threw him for all these yards with Calvin Johnson, all this shit. You're trying to tell me he's better?
Yes, because let me tell you why I'm going to let me just tell you why. Let me tell you why. You won't let me talk. You just get so fired up about it, right? Let me give you the facts. If JT Daniels would have played in an era of college football where he could not have transferred out, okay? He could not have transferred out. So he had to stay right where he was at, right? Because back then that's what happened. There was no transfer, and you want to transfer, good luck. Right? Here's what I'm saying, Chris. You put Stafford and JT Daniels on the same team, right? What I'm just saying is, at the very least, and this is what I will concede, at the very least, it would have been a quarterback battle.
No, it wouldn't have been. And there's no fucking way, dude. I cannot believe that you're saying that JT Daniels had more talent and or could have been better than Matt Stafford. How come he hasn't proved it? What excuse are you making, or what context are you backing this off? The guy can't find a college home. Matt Stafford never moved. And to be the number one Christian.
Yeah, you get 3 years. Okay, so you get 3 years at a college, right? You get 3 years at the same school, same offense under Mark Richt, the same offensive coordinator, right? JT Daniels, and we just touched on that, Chris. He never stayed at a school really for more than 2 years, dude.
They didn't want him. He was trash. He's a used up garbage can.
No.
Yeah, no. Why? Why, Chris?
Okay.
Why is he bounced around a bazillion times then?
Let me tell you this right now. If he would have stayed at USC, the problem with this kid was he couldn't stay healthy. There was a lot of mental things going on there where he gets hurt, and I think the kid just doesn't have that mental.
Slow.
He's not mentally slow. It's a psychological thing. The kid literally hired a sports psychologist to get him dialed back in.
Are you in bed with this guy?
No, I'm not in bed. No, I'm not in bed with this guy. I'm just giving you his backstory, dude. Right? I think he could have played, and that's what pissed off. I don't know about the USC part of it, but I know about the Georgia part.
So you say that about every team that he's been on, that you're making some excuse that he had a problem with the coaches? Even though the guy is like Matt Stafford times 10? Like, are you kidding me?
I never said he was Matt Stafford times 10, son. I just said
he was better. You said he was.
Yeah, I'm saying if you would have put him into the same era and it was a little bit different than now.
I can't believe I even do a show with you anymore. What the hell are we talking about these days? Are we seriously doing this right now? Alive? I can't believe I got people joining in right now. We're screaming at each other. This guy says that JT Daniels is better than Matt Stafford. I'm talking about a Georgia guy. I'm not even a Georgia fan.
I didn't say that he was better. I just said if you would have put them, like in today's era of football, if you put Matt Stafford next to JT Daniels in today, and they're both freshmen in college, okay? They are both freshmen in college, but you go back and or put them at their peak. I would like to think that JT Daniels might beat him out. Because, and we've touched on it, right, Chris?
So you're telling me that the NFL scouts, and they have people that get paid a hell of a lot more than you and I are making on a daily basis on a regular job. These guys didn't know what they were talking about when they drafted Matt Stafford #1 overall.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying at all, Chris.
This guy has a fucking rocket for an arm. He's smart with the football. You're telling me that JT Daniels, who still hasn't made it out of college because he can't find a fucking team that wants him.
Okay, well, to your argument there, Chris, to your argument, listen here, motherfucker. To your argument, this is what you have to understand. You just talked about, NFL scouts that get paid millions of dollars to draft people. They get that shit wrong all the time. Why do you think Mitch Trubisky?
Wrong as a casual fan, I don't even know nothing about your Georgia boys, and you can't even get it right that Matt Stafford is the greatest quarterback to ever play at Georgia. Aaron Murray is better than JT Daniels, in my opinion. What are you talking about, Christian?
I'm talking about from a talent standpoint. Obviously, you can't succeed this to me, right? When you played football, everybody ran some variation of the wing T triple option, right?
Everybody. I'm talking about Nebraska. You're trying to say Taylor Pierce was better than Eric Crouch.
Yes, because if you let me finish my fucking point, you'll understand that. All right? You never let me finish what I'm trying to say. You just want to jump over it and get all rah-rah and hyped up. Listen, you can go put the kids that are coming out of Nebraska now against some of the teams you played, and you would get fucking smoked. And Nebraska's not even that great, like as far as a high school powerhouse state as high school football is concerned. All right. I'm just saying the 5'10" kid that you went against in, the cornerback you went against in high school is now 6'1" and runs a 340, right, as a sophomore in high school. So you tell me, Chris, has the competition not gotten better as we get older? I mean, this isn't 1958 where you have a 5'8" white guy who's lucky to be 160 pound playing middle linebacker in the NFL. Right? So could you not succeed that, hey, the athletes of today are a little better than the athletes of yesteryear? Now, I'm not saying that goes across the board. Stafford is an elite quarterback, right? But if you go back and you look at him, right, and you look at him as remove everything he's done. See, I think the problem is, Chris, is you're looking at what he did his whole career at Georgia. You're looking at what he did in the NFL, right? And you're getting this bias, right? You're getting this bias that comes into it.
Can I talk now? Because I can't listen to this blasphemy that you're talking about. JT Daniels is what this all comes down to. If you have it, if this, I hope this gets posted to fucking YouTube. I can't believe we're doing this online. I'm literally like just mauled that you think that JT Daniels, who can't find a home after 15 schools, you're laughing because you know it's true.
Yeah, I'm laughing at that.
Better than Matt Stafford?
Okay, the same way you have to take Stafford's, like I said, his NFL shit out of it is the same way you have to take his jumping around away.
I don't need it. The guy was better. He was a better high school player. He was a better college career. What the hell are you talking about? Oh, Chris, because you played against 5'10", unathletic naps out there. What the hell are we talking about, dude? I'm talking about Matt fucking Stafford, dude. Guy had one of the best arms since John Elway. What are you talking about? We're talking about JT Daniels, who can't make a career more than 2 years at any school. USC, pretty prominent school. Would we agree? Sure. Georgia, sure shit couldn't cut there. Oh, yep. Now I'm at West Virginia, which is complete trash. Couldn't make it there. Now he's at Rice. I mean, what, 2 years now? From now, he's at what? Georgia Southern. I mean, goddamn, dude. Like, how far do you have to take this thing with this kid? Like, what do you got? What are you in bed with him? I'm trying to figure out what the hell you're even talking about at this point. It's like you guys are best friends or grew up in the same. Did you know something I don't? You guys went to high school together? Is this what this is about?
No, dude. JT Daniels he grew up in California, man. Like I said, that's got to play into it just a little bit, man. Like I said, I mean, the kids out there, and it's not trying to make this personal, but look, dude, the kids that are growing up in today's day and age. I'm going to say this, Chris, and I'll give this to you, right? The kids that are growing up out there on the West Coast right now, probably not as tough, right, as those, early 2000s and earlier kids from Texas. I'll give you that.
Probably.
Crypto says just because from California. No, it's not just because he's from California. I'm just saying it. Really, you could eliminate California. It's really any high profile kid that gets recruited today. It's just more or less in today's day and age. I'm just saying. That's the big thing, man. Look, dude. You're getting fired up over there, man. Do we need to get you some heart palpitations over there? Some heart medications?
Dude, I'm gonna calm down now. I respect your opinion. That's why I love talking to you. I'm glad that other people have different views than I do. 100%. I do. That's what makes the world go round. If you all had the same view about everybody, it'd be a boring freaking day. I just don't know what the hell you're talking about right now. I really don't. I don't know what world that you think JT Daniels is somehow better than Matt Stafford. Matt Stafford to me was a guy. He was a high school. He's one of the top best high school players ever. No, stop.
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna stop because here's what you want to know, right? I was trying to give you the easy way out of here.
Stat to skew it and make it look like he was better.
It's not a stat. Okay, he's the number. JT Daniels was the number 2 quarterback out of his class, number 6 player nationally, right? Stafford, you're absolutely right. He was the number 1 quarterback in his class. He was a top 10 prospect coming out of high school, right? So I'm just saying, right? Like they're close enough. Put them in whatever era you want to put them in, dude. It would have been a battle, right?
Listen here. You hear me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can hear you.
I want you to listen good, Christian. Are you listening?
Yeah.
How do you base somebody's career? How do you base it? Even if, okay, let's say we're talking NBA. Got the number 1 overall pick in LeBron James. Number 3 was Dwayne Wade. How do you base somebody's career? Off of what they've done, right? You're talking about a number 1 overrated. Overrated. Number 1 overall recruit was Matt Stafford by far that year. But by it wasn't even close. He was the best player in high school that year. He's got the biggest arms as John Elway. All these guys.
Yeah.
You're trying to tell me, JT Daniels, he was the 3rd best quarterback. Okay, great. And that's fine. I'm not saying that.
Second best.
It doesn't matter. How has his career been? This guy hasn't even made it out of college yet.
Dude,
team. Are you kidding me? All right. Are we talking about this right now?
Yes, because listen, I'm going to tell you why we're talking about this. Because remember, I remember. No. I remember what started this whole argument, okay? I remember what started this whole argument. If Matthew Stafford played today under Kirby Smart, just listen to me. Kirby's track record with 5-star quarterbacks, including JT Daniels, has not been all that great. So if you would have put Stafford in there and Stafford would have gotten hurt, JT Daniels, it could just as easily go the other way around. Well, that's how we have to base this.
Well, why did he keep Justin Fields? How about that? How did he turn out at Ohio State? You guys are probably.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Justin Fields left because he was getting beat out by a 4-star in Aaron Murray. Or not Aaron Murray, but in Jake Fromm.
How did Jake Fromm turn out?
Well,
what are we talking about? I wonder. I love you, Christian. I've known you for a lot of years. I wonder with you Southern people, if you guys. I'm not trying to make this like a regional thing, but what the fuck are you talking about?
You know what? I know what it is, Chris. You're one of those guys that says, man, there's something. Yeah, you're one of those guys that says, man, there's something about that old 78 Cutlass, man. It just looks good. You know what I mean? You can't let alone you couldn't even be seen to think that, hey, maybe the new Mustang is probably pretty good too, right? And maybe the new Mustang could put that old Cutlass to shame. Now, I'm not trying to say anything bad against everybody that's old. I've already prefaced this argument with saying, hey, there's people that come around that are once in generational talents. And I do agree with you. Stafford was a once-in-a-generation talent. But you also have to look at it, right? When Stafford was coming out of high school, kids weren't throwing the ball 800 times a season.
They weren't. This was just before. This is not Dan Marino or John Elway or even Andrew Luck we're talking about. What the hell are you talking about? Matt Stafford was the man in high school. Trust me, I remember. He's not that much younger than I am. What the hell are you talking about? You're trying to tell me JT Daniels, who was super hyped up and social media, now the internet's a freaking thing. That's why we're doing this. What the hell are you talking about? This guy, JT Daniels can't find a home, Christian. There's a reason for that. It wasn't just he swapped over to another team, which is super common these days. He swapped over to 5. Nobody wants him. He's washed up. He sucks. He's not Matt Stafford. I can't believe you put him and Matt Stafford in the same sentence. Literally just floors me. I actually think now, I put you lower on my credibility list that you don't know what the hell you're talking about college football. And I'm bragging up a Georgia guy. I'm bragging up your boy, Matt Stafford. I hate talking about the SEC. Everybody knows this.
Hey, Chris.
He's the best. He's one of the best quarterbacks to ever come out of the SEC.
Hey, Chris.
What are you talking about?
You fell into the trap, son.